Pranam dear friends. Today will be another episode of the Untrustables of society. And I will say this thing, people may find it strange, but then still let me say what I have in my heart. There is a difference between information and knowledge. Information is something which we need for our external life, for our physical life. Knowledge is something which we need to live peacefully and healthy with our soul, in our spirit, in a spiritual way, and in a proper way of living this life on earth, and especially around with these times. So when a person is giving you information, that is fine if he takes money for that. But when a person is giving you knowledge, gyan, it is not fine when he takes money for that. It is not fine when he takes benefits for himself for that. It must not be sold in the market, because there are some people who call themselves men of God, or call themselves that we are capable to do this kind of yoga and this kind of meditation, and that will be very beneficial. I know everything costs money, everything is you have to pay for everything. It is true, but it is how sad it is that even the best things for the soul has to be sold, has to be brought. The best of people who would be giving you the best for your soul will not sell themselves or sell their gift from God, or their something which they have learned. They will not just sell it to you. If the person who has a lot of money to buy that spiritual thing is the right candidate, then there is something wrong with the person who is giving it, who is selling it. Because it is not the money you have in your bank or you have in your card that decides how spiritually strong you would be, how you will be soul healthy. It is not the deciding factor, the amount of money you have or how much you can buy with your money. The deciding factor is whether the giver who is selling those things of the soul, whether the giver or the seller could appreciate, could differentiate between the right candidate or not. Like, when I, for example, started my work in the slums, and when I started my works with the gurukuls or the teaching institutions, the most important thing which I was giving was the knowledge and also information, because you need to be, as a child or as a parent of a child, you need to know that you are in standard 1 or first level or second level or third level. This is the information thing that was supposed to be given, that was given to the children. But the most important thing which I was concerned to give to the children was this gyan, this knowledge. Mother Teresa used to say divine providence, which I have faith in. I know this thing happens. If you choose a path for your life with being true to soul, with being Satwik, with being, humane, then however difficult that path you make yourself to walk on, this Almighty or this divine providence always happens. Like Mother Teresa would take a lot of money from everybody and anybody. So for her, divine providence was a different thing. But for me, as a Satwik, we couldn't take money from anybody except as a family, sharing monthly. So as a Satwik, our path was much more full of thorns and full of difficulties and full of constraints. But still, this divine providence always happened with us. Sometimes we would not have money at all, and we have to pay the monthly bills, and somehow things happened and divine providence happened and everything was fine. Those people who sell knowledge, who would take a lot of things from you to sell knowledge, they forget this thing, that the good things for the soul never depends on the money you have in your account, in your organization's account, because it depends on the Satvikta, the attitude of Satwik you have within yourself and in your organization, in the people of your organization. These people are not so trustable because they can do many things just for the sake of their money, their hunger, or their craziness for money and for greed and for a life of luxury, or even if they tell you that they are divine people or they are God's people, beware, they are not so trustable people. So that was a difficult topic for me to say. You must have seen how I was putting lots of breaks and putting a lot of editing or something like that in this talk, this daily vlog. But then it is important for me to take it to you for my love for you. And it is also important for me to let those people know that if you are really truthful to your soul, if you become a real Satwik and not saying that I am Satwik but actually not being Satwik, if you are a real Satwik, then everything which you do will ripe in the right time. When the time is ripe, your work will ripe. Your time is ripe, then it will reach the people. And maybe it is not reaching to everyone, because maybe everyone is not ready for it. So have faith in Almighty. Don't have faith in money. Don't have faith in your greed. Don't have faith in your desire for luxury, desire for being a celebrity. Just have faith in your soul, in the Almighty.